Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kylie, and I am a senior here at MIT. And today I'm going to be telling you my top 5 things that I'm going to miss after graduating here from MIT. Let's get right into it. So number 5 is going to have to be the Banana Lounge. So at MIT here for undergrads, we have this lounge called the Banana Lounge, and as its name suggests, there are always free bananas there. Literally every time I've been there, whether it be daytime or nighttime, any time of the day, any day of the week, there have always been free bananas there. And that has always been, I guess, a really good source of fruit for me throughout my time here at MIT. And it's also been a place where I've gone to work on things between classes. There are lots of desks available, lots of seating areas. There's a dark space for people who like to work in the dark or who would prefer to, I guess, nap during the day in a public space. And so there are also other activities you can do there, like puzzles and Legos and drawing and all sorts of things. So I guess it's a really, really great space for undergrads here at MIT, and I'm definitely going to miss it. Number 4 is going to be MIT's ice skating rink. So for those of you who don't know, MIT has its own ice skating rink that is open during the winter months. And basically, if you're an MIT student, you get to go and skate there for free. They have skate rentals that are sometimes free, but usually I think $6 for a pass for those ice skates. When I was a freshman, I knew I really wanted to go skating often, so I went and bought my own skates, not from MIT, from some other place, but because I got those whenever I was interested in skating, I could just go down to the rink. They have free public skating hours literally almost every day of the week, and so whenever I was interested, I could just go there and skate, and it was a really great source of exercise and a stress reliever for me, and I'm going to really miss having that easy access to a skating rink. Number 3 is going to have to be the fact that I'm allowed to have a cat in my dorm. So I live in East Campus, for those of you who don't know, and East Campus is one of the few dorms here at MIT that allows cats inside. Well, specifically my hall in East Campus, 5th West. And as somebody who owns a cat, and for somebody whose cat, I guess, provides a lot of emotional support and things like that, I guess like that has been a really big part of my time here as a senior at MIT. And if I were to go somewhere else and not be able to bring my cat and live with him, his name is Suisse, I just could not imagine that. I could not imagine being as happy and having the kind of life I do now without him. And I guess I really, really enjoy going out and doing my day and coming back and being able to see him and interact with him and the other cats on hall during the day when I'm here in my dorm. So I'm really going to be able to miss that unless I potentially move into an apartment in the future that allows cats, which I will definitely try and do. But I guess it was just really easy for me to be able to live here in a dorm with my cat. And I know a lot of schools or universities don't have dorms that allow pets, so I think it was a really great thing that MIT has here. Number 2 has to be MIT's collaborative atmosphere. So this was actually the main reason why I chose to come to MIT over other schools I got into, like Harvard or UCLA, etc. I thought that out of all of those different schools, MIT had the strongest collaborative atmosphere. And as somebody who came, I guess, from a background where I used to be super competitive and stuff, I did not want that kind of, I guess, sense of competitiveness to come with me into undergrad life. And so MIT's sense of collaboration, where everybody's working together on their P sets and, helping each other through things, doing research together, collaborating, all of that stuff, it really kind of builds this atmosphere of, I guess, going through hard things together and, we'll get through it together kind of thing. And that was something I really, really enjoyed here at through my 4 years here at MIT. And that's something that I'm really going to miss, because I don't think that you can get this sense of collaboration nearly as much at any other place in the world. And I'm going to have to top off this list with number one being the people here at MIT. I think that MIT, being an engineering school that has a lot of focus on STEM and the sciences and engineering in general, kind of, I guess, attracts people who are really grounded in, I guess, the physical world and doing things in the physical world, and being able to meet a lot of different people who kind of interact with that in different ways has been some of the most rewarding experiences for me. So I've met some of my greatest friends here, and also people who've taught me a lot of things, a lot of great mentors, etc. And I guess some of the things that kind of draw them together, some of the things they have in common, is that they're all working on such amazing things in this world. And whether that be designing amazing products, starting their own businesses, winning, tremendous awards, or doing insane math competitions, but whatever, amazing things they're doing, it's always grounded in a sense of like, this is what they're doing in this world. They're doing this physical thing, this physical competition, working on this physical object, this idea, I guess creating lots of amazing things. Like there's some people who loft their beds here in East Campus, since it's pretty common here for people to I guess work on their room in a sense. So there's a lot of people who I guess have those kinds of physical woodworking projects or things like that. Yeah, and seeing all those people has been super inspiring for me to also ground what I'm doing in reality and accomplish a lot more physical accomplishments, or doing a lot more physical things. I naturally would have been drawn to take classes, I guess, in astronomy, but specifically I was more inspired to take very physical classes, like this astronomy lab class that went and used telescopes and stuff, and being able to tell people about my experience with that, and seeing their awe on their faces that I could use telescopes and get that data and analyze it physically and work with things like that. Like having people who understand how amazing that is just like so wonderful and amazing, and a great part here at great part of the experience here at MIT. And so being able to do that, being inspired to do that, seeing others and being motivated by them, and talking about all these things that you're doing, and collaborating, like the previous example I said, collaborating or meeting new people and stuff like that. That is one of, I guess, that is probably the most important thing I'll miss about MIT, the biggest thing. And yet I know that the connections I've built here will probably last. Like there are a lot of upperclassmen who've already graduated whom I still keep in contact occasionally. I follow them on social media and stuff, and I see that they take that sense of physical accomplishment with them to other places, and I occasionally will see them post about the amazing things that they're doing. So I guess in that sense I'm still connected with them, and I'm hoping that the friends that I make here will last forever in that sense, and I'll still be able to share amazing stories with them in the future, even when it's not as easy as walking down the hallway to go chat with somebody, or running into somebody in the hall or in a classroom, things like that. Even when it's not as easy, I'm pretty certain that I'll still be able to keep the relationships that I've formed here pretty strong. And those were the top 5 things from my perspective that I will miss most about my time here at MIT. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions about, life at MIT or other things like that, I'd be happy to answer them down in the comments. Thanks. See you later. Bye-bye.